Howdy folks, and welcome back to XCOM2 with the mighty Jingles. When we last left our band of intrepid heroes, the worst thing that could have possibly happened at that precise moment was something really nasty, like a retaliation strike from Advent on one of the Resistance refugee camps. And so what happened next was a retaliation strike from Advent's forces on a Resistance refugee camp. And, well, it wasn't all bad news, because Jingles and Quickie Baby at least got a promotion. Jingles got promoted to Corporal, and I picked the Shredder as his Corporal ability. Now, this is a very, very useful item. In fact, it's a must-have for you demolitionists, particularly later on in the game, when you run into lots and lots of very heavily armoured enemies, because anybody hit by a demolitionist's main weapon attack, if he's got the Shredder ability, it strips the armour off them. I went for Combat Protocol with Quickie Baby. What happens with this is he sends his gremlin drone in, and it does guaranteed damage against a target and bonus damage against mechanicals. And since I want to make Quickie Baby my electronic warfare specialist, that's why I went with Combat Protocol. Unfortunately, Rita got herself injured on the last mission, so she's going to have to sit this retaliation strike out, and that means I'm going to have to recruit a member of the Noob Squad. There is some good news, however. I don't have to go with the default noob that the game assigns me as Rita's replacement for this mission, because before I recruited Circumflexes, Jingles, Rita and Quickie Baby, I did my very first mission with another squad of complete noobs, but they did at least pick up a promotion, which means that at the moment I do have a selection from the B team who are at least as good as Circumflexes, because he hasn't picked up his promotion to Corporal yet either. So I'm going to go with Grenadier Lucy Martin, who has a really, really bad attitude, but she does at least have an extra grenade, and grenades are fantastic early on in XCOM 2.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment. One of our contacts in the Resistance says Advent peacekeepers have been spotted conducting a sweep near an outpost in this area. The aliens won't hesitate to kill anyone they find, so we're heading in to protect as many people as we can. Secure the camp and eliminate all hostile forces. Menace 1-5, hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians.
There's a couple of reasons why retaliation strikes are so nasty. First and foremost, as Central is informing us over the data link, Advent came in hot, and so did we. We get no concealment at the start of a retaliation strike mission. Secondly, you see all the civilians. These are the guys we have to rescue, designated by the blue circles in the game field. You have to rescue at least 6 of these people, and Advent are hunting them down and killing them every time it's the alien turn. So while there isn't exactly a clock, it's not a timed mission, but you can't afford to hang around. You can't do your usual move forward, go into Overwatch, move forward, go into Overwatch. Otherwise, Advent will just kill all the civilians before you get to them. Later on, this does get a little easier because of special abilities that specialists like Quickie Baby have. They get the option of moving all of their moves and then automatically going into Overwatch, and they're really, really good for doing these retaliation strike missions. But that's not the worst thing about retaliation strike missions. There are alien infiltrators. Not all of those civilians are actually civilians. But I bumped into my first alien patrol. It's a sectoid and a shock lancer. But 2 of the team are on Overwatch. Circon's on pistol Overwatch, and Jingles is on main Overwatch. Come on, boys, do me proud. And they both miss. God damn it, you suck. And I haven't even got Billy Warren here to blame it on yet. But don't worry, we're going to fix that later. Of course, now it's the aliens' turn, and they start butchering all the civilians that are in range. Great. Yes, Central, I know. Yes, we can't afford to take these kind of casualties here. Yeah. Just let's get on with it. Right, anyway, it's my turn, and I do at least have people in a position to kill these 2. I've got Circumflexes on high ground, so he should get an aim bonus, and we're going to go for the Lancer. Come on, Circon, redeem yourself. Nice. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. So, Circon's got himself a kill. I don't think he's picked up a promotion out of it yet, but anyway, still got the sectoid to take down. Now, Quickie Baby, I don't really fancy his chances of shooting that guy from there, and his Combat Protocol is only going to do 2 damage because it's not a mechanical target and it's only a Mark 1 gremlin. And I don't think I've got the range to hit him with a grenade. Unless I move closer. Now, this means I'm not going to be able to put Quickie Baby on Overwatch. Can Lucy shoot this guy? She can launch a frag grenade, however. So we're going to do that. It's safer, and it's guaranteed damage. Just need to make sure it hits.
Get ready for a surprise.
Alright, grenade out. And, well, they only do 3 to 4 damage, but it's damage. And not only that, it's also removed his cover. So, now Quickie Baby has a much, much better chance of actually shooting this guy. 73%. I don't know. I don't like those odds. On the other hand, I can still move him up and fire. So, what does that do for me? An extra 3%. Oh, screw it. I'll take the chance. And he kills him. Nice one, Quickie Baby. Right. So, that's Quickie Baby's move expended. Circon's had his turn, just Jingles left. I'm going to move him up, put him into half cover, and put him on Overwatch as well. So I've got both Jingles and Circon giving cover to the rest of the team in case anything nasty happens during the alien turn. And the aliens have found one of the civvies. And luckily, their aim sucks just as much as Circumflex's. And that's good, because whoever that guy was, he's now going to spend another turn killing that civvy, so it gives you some breathing space. Circon is going to go on Overwatch. He's providing cover for everybody else as they move forward. I can move Quickie Baby up, and oh, I didn't actually mean to put him on that side of the fence, but nothing bad happened, and we've rescued another civvy. Put him on Overwatch as well, and now it's Squaddy Martin. Going to move her all the way up. I've got Quickie Baby and Circon providing cover, and I need to get these guys forward and get these civvies rescued. You can see there's 3 of them there just waiting to be picked up. So, rather than put Jingles on Overwatch, because I do have Circon and Quickie Baby on Overwatch, and you can't really afford to hang around on one of these retaliation missions, I'm going to move... Oh, that's not good. Oh, crap. That is an alien infiltrator. That's a faceless, and that's what happens when you get close to them. It could have been a lot worse. I could have run right up to them, tried to rescue them, and then had that happen. So, not good. And they've just nailed their second civilian. And, well, technically their third, because one of the civilians we were trying to rescue actually turned out to be an alien infiltrator, and it's their turn. Come on, Quickie Baby. Well, he's hit it, but this thing's got a lot of health. Come on, Circon, you can kill it. You're the sharpshooter, you've got the best aim stat on the squad, so naturally he misses. Which means that Lucy is now in serious, serious trouble, because these faceless things do a lot of damage in melee. And they also have a swipe attack, which means they don't just hit what they're aiming at, they hit everything around it, including the parked car, which explodes, finishes off Lucy, so she's dead, but hey, at least I got to use one of her grenades before she died. But the explosion also kills the faceless. So technically I'm okay, I lost a squaddy, but I'm going to call that one a win. Right, Circon, you're clearly shit back there, so we're going to move you up, which means I can't afford to put him in Overwatch this turn, but I'm getting into the next furthest forward piece of high concealment. Now, I've still got 3 civvies to rescue and the remaining Advent forces to kill. Now the civvies are in shooting range, but they're not quite in rescue range. And I know that over there is a bad guy, because he just killed one of them. Move Quickie Baby up, and he spots a Lancer and an officer. Right. Circon can't go on Overwatch. Quickie Baby can hit one of them with a grenade. So we're going to do that. And he is at least in half cover behind this truck. And he doesn't kill him, but he leaves him on 1 health. And sets fire to the area around him. Jingles. Jingles can launch a grenade substantially further because he's got a grenade launcher. Can't do it from there, but I can move him up to the limit of his first move, and then hopefully get them both with a grenade launcher frag grenade. And it's not quite far enough to get the officer, but it will kill the Lancer. And the Lancer's within melee range of Quickie Baby, so he does need to die. And it might set that car on fire, and the resulting explosion could seriously hurt the officer as well. Unfortunately, it's now the alien's turn. Jingles' ass is hanging in the breeze, and I've got nobody in Overwatch, so this guy basically gets a free shot at him. And of course he doesn't miss, does he? So Jingles is now gravely wounded. But now it's my turn. And the car explodes, but the officer moved, because he's not stupid. Circon. Even though I moved him up, he only has a 45% chance of hitting this guy. This is how bad your troops are at the start of the game. But, well, he's not a Unicum in World of Tanks for nothing, is he? So he spreads his brains all over the wall behind him with a 45% chance of hitting. And that was the last of the alien troops on this retaliation strike, which means this mission is now an automatic success. It's not an excellent result because I did lose a squaddy and Jingles got gravely wounded, but, well, I only lost a noob and I don't really care. As long as it wasn't Jingles, Quickie Baby or Circon, I'm quite happy to take those kind of losses. Having said that, though, I'm going to need to recruit some new squad members because while Rita is going to be recovered soon, Jingles just picked up an injury, so there's a good chance Jingles is going to be languishing in sickbay for my next mission. So rather than just have to keep picking noobs from the reserve pool, it's time I recruited a few more famous faces. First, however, I have to deal with the results of this mission. Squaddy Martin killed in action, Jingles gravely wounded, but Circon picked up his promotion at Corporal. Choice of two skills, Long Watch and Return Fire. Return Fire allows you to get reaction shots off against anybody who shoots at you, but only with your pistol. Long Watch allows you to take an Overwatch shot, not just against targets that move in your field of vision, but targets that move within the field of vision of anybody in your squad, providing you have line of fire. It's a very, very nice skill, so I'm taking that.
Hello, Commander.
Hello, movie voiceover guy. And that's why it's never a good idea to reject these retaliation missions or any of the random missions that pop up, because for completing the mission, my monthly supply rewards are increased all over Asia. If I'd failed or rejected the mission, they would have been decreased all over Asia, and you can't afford to throw away resources, particularly at the start of the game. Then my next research project comes in, Resistance Radio. This allows me to build radio relay towers in territories that I've already made contact with. This increases the amount of supplies that I generate from those territories and reduces the intelligence cost of expanding from those territories into neighbouring territories. So that's nice, but I was talking about recruiting some more famous faces for a bit of backup on the squad, and the first addition to the squad is Ike. Ike from Quickie Baby's live stream, the famous drunken Norwegian. Doesn't look much like him, but it's got his hat, so, you know, that's good enough for me. Ike, like Rita, is a ranger. Rangers are your close quarters combat specialist, so I've picked the Blade Master skill for him, so he's going to be doing bonus damage with his sword whenever he gets into melee range. I've also started researching magnetic weapons. Now, some people will say to skip mag weapons entirely and just go straight for plasma weapons. You can't really do that, though, because unlocking the research for plasma weapons requires doing an autopsy on a certain type of alien corpse, which I haven't actually got yet. So, rather than continue muddling on through with the terrible weapons that you start off with, I've started research on magnetic weapons. Now, monthly Guerrilla Ops. Got a choice of two missions here. The easy one rewards me with a scientist, and if I don't complete it, Advent Forces will always send reinforcements on any mission I conduct for the next month. The slightly more difficult one will reward me with some intelligence, and if I don't complete that, the detection radius of all of Advent's forces increases over the course of every mission I do for the next month. Unfortunately, while I really don't want Advent forces to spot me more easily than they already do, I really need the scientist, so I'm going to go for the easier one. Picking my squad for the mission, Ike's taking his place front and centre in the team there, and by default, the armoury has provided me with yet another noob. However, Rita has recovered from her injuries. While Jingles is still languishing in the sick bay, the fat lazy bastard, Rita has at least recovered. So I'm going to put Rita back in. Circon's picked up his promotion to Corporal, he's got the long watch ability, his aim should have improved, so he should be slightly less shit than he has been on previous missions. And this is as good as it's going to get. Let's do this thing.
Deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Eliminate all enemy contacts and secure the area. Take control of those assets at all costs. Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Okay, so we have 8 turns to disarm the explosives and retrieve the package, or neutralise all hostiles, in which case that also counts as a win. Providing we do it before the 8-turn countdown timer reaches its limit. So I've moved Circon up. And I can't put him on Overwatch just yet, which means that when I move Quickie Baby up, he spots a 2-man trooper patrol. Now they're just troopers, they only have 3 health. Haven't been spotted yet, however. A couple of you have been asking, by the way, what difficulty set am I playing this on? This is actually on easy difficulty. Yeah, I know. It's not easy, is it? And this is easy difficulty. Why easy, Jingles? Well, because I'm a horrible scrub lord. And I just want to show you the game. I am definitely going to play it through again on a harder difficulty setting, however. But for now, easy it is. Just so I can get it finished and show you what's what. And it's not that easy. Ike's first mission. Ike, don't screw up. Alien turn. Oh, they're getting awfully close, but they're still right next to each other. And we have not yet been detected. Now, Zircon could take a shot. But no. Instead, I'm going to put him on long Overwatch. And I'm going to grenade these two, because grenades do 3 to 4 damage. They only have 3 health, and they're standing right next to each other. And this is why grenades are your friend early on when you play an XCOM. This has, of course, blown our cover. Anybody else now knows that we're here. So from here on in, it's move to Overwatch, move to Overwatch, move to Overwatch. Rita, get yourself up into cover there, and then go on Overwatch.
Explorando.
We don't have very far to go. The package is inside that building right up ahead. Ike, move to cover, go into Overwatch. Zircon, say it with me, go into Overwatch. Going to move Quickie Baby up to the doorway. There are now 3 people covering him. Let's see what he can see. And so far, nothing. Alright. Rita, move up to the window. She hasn't seen anything either. Be careful though, she can't get to the rooftop because the drain pipe's on fire. We'll just put her in Overwatch. And we'll move Ike up to the next window. It's a nice cover there. And there's the objective.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
And it's not just the objective. 2 bad guys. I've spotted them. I'm not concealed. They've spotted me. It's a sectoid and it looks like some kind of lancer. So I've spotted them, they get a reaction move, but none of the people on Overwatch actually had line of sight to them, so they couldn't take an Overwatch shot. I've still got the second half of Ike's move, however, but he doesn't have a very good shot at this sectoid, so I put him on Overwatch. Now Overwatch only works if somebody moves, at least at first. There are skills you can pick up later which will allow you to take an Overwatch shot at anybody who does anything within your line of sight, but at the moment we don't have it. So the sectoid doesn't move and he attacks. He uses a psychic attack on Ike and he panics him. Could have been worse, he could have shot him. Of course, now that Ike is panicked, he gets a shot at the Lancer, but he's panicked, so he misses. Yeah, for God's sake, Ike. First mission, you've already screwed up. Zircon! Come on! And he kills the Lancer. Fantastic. Right, so just the sectoid to deal with, and I've still got Quickie Baby and Rita. Ike runs around like a headless chicken. But he does go into hunker down, so they've basically got no line of sight on him now, and he's in good solid cover, so he should survive without taking any damage, providing nothing else bad happens. Now, at this kind of range, Quickie Baby is probably going to miss the sectoid, but his combat protocol, while it's only going to do 2 damage, because it's only a Mark 1 gremlin, it's not a mechanical enemy, it's 2 guaranteed damage. That leaves the sectoid on 5 health. And I've still got Rita. Rita, of course, is a close quarters combat expert. She's a ranger. And she's got enough movement to reach melee range of that sectoid and then carve his face up with a big fat machete. Just like that. And he's dropped some loot. Fantastic. And because she's right next to him when he drops it, she's automatically going to pick it up. What have we got? An Lyrium core and advanced repeater. Repeaters are weapon modifications that give you a small chance of instantly killing the target. And they're bringing in reinforcements. And Rita's picked up a promotion as well as Quickie Baby, so yay. Now, I put Zircon on Overwatch because the reinforcements are coming in immediately. And he's at least at first, going to be the only one able to do anything about it. There's 3 of them, 2 troopers and an elite officer. Right. So at first it's going to be up to Sercon. They get their reaction move, but Sercon's on Overwatch, and he's right above them, point blank range with his sniper rifle, and he misses. Because Sercon, you suck. I'm going to have to recruit Billy Warren so I can, you know, blame him for all of Sercon's mistakes, just like they do on his live stream. God. And he's only got 1 shot left now that it's his turn. Alright. Let's move Quickie Baby up first. Let's not actually use Sercon yet. It's gotten Quickie Baby a bit closer to the officer, but his chance of hitting him is not great. And I've already used his grenade, but I've still got 1 shot of combat protocol. So this is going to do 2 guaranteed damage to the officer. Hopefully somebody else can finish him off. Right, there it is. That's Quickie Baby's last shot of combat protocol. Ike isn't panicked anymore because we've killed the sectoid. Right, Sercon. 1 shot. It's a good chance I'm going to take it. And he kills 1 of the troopers. Alright, good. You've partially redeemed yourself. Unfortunately, his rifle is now out of ammo, but he's a sniper. He's got a backup pistol. Rita is too far away to do anything here, so because we're still on the countdown, I'm going to use her to hack the chest. Now, she's not very good at it because she's not a specialist, she's a ranger, but she's good enough to at least disarm the detonator, even if she can't get any of the bonuses. Although she came pretty close. Not bad, Rita. Good girl. And we've retrieved the package. Right, we're getting somewhere.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. The charges are inactive and the package is secure. Eliminate
Yes, Central. We know. That's the package. Good. Move Rita up to the window, and that's all I can do. I can't put her on Overwatch, I can't take a shot, because I've used her first move to disarm the detonator. Ike, never going to hit anything at this range with his shotgun. But he does have a grenade. Does he have the throwing range from here? Oh, he might. He does. He can hit the officer. The officer has 4 health remaining. The grenade will do 3 or 4 damage. So, of course, it only does 3 damage. But it set the car next to him on fire. That might explode and take him out. But it's the alien turn now. And he's marked Quickie Baby as a target as his first action. It's going to increase his chances of hitting them. And he's taken a shot with the second one. And he has hit him. So Quickie Baby is now injured. I just can't get a break here, can I? Second guy moves up and he's going for Sercon. And he misses. Sercon's cover takes the shot. Okay. My turn. First, the car has to explode. Is it close enough? No. So we've still got to deal with the officer and the trooper. But I've got all 4 ready to take the shot. I'm going to use the pistol because it's supposed to be what you use at close range. The sniper rifle is actually better, surprisingly, the further away you are from your target. So Sercon caps the officer. We're going to move Quickie Baby up. He's going to get some payback, gets himself into cover behind the stump of the tree, and we're just going to shoot this guy in the face. And he crits him and kills him for 6 damage. And that is the end of the mission. All hostiles neutralised. So, not a perfect result, because Quickie Baby did get injured, but package recovered, explosives defused, 7 enemies killed. And we picked up a couple of promotions. Rita picks up a promotion to Corporal, and Quickie Baby, even though he's wounded, he's going to be my first Sergeant. So, we're going to go for Haywire Protocol. This allows him to shut down a mechanical enemy for up to 2 turns. And with Rita promoted to Corporal as a Ranger, she is going to pick up the Blade Master ability, which gives her bonus melee damage whenever she gets close enough to do a slash attack. All kinds of lovely loot picked up, and all kinds of alien corpses we can do autopsies on. Start getting some research done, picking up some better equipment.
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
Thank you, movie voiceover guy. Your praise is the only reason I do this. When I put the other XCOM video up, a bunch of you said in the comments that apparently when a soldier dies on active service, there's a memorial wall in the bar in the armory that you can, well, remember them by, and there she is. Squaddy Lucy Martin died on the Retaliation strike mission, so I feel it's only appropriate I write something in her epitaph for everyone to remember her by. There you go. You noob. Squaddy Lucy Martin died to a nearby explosion. Her parents will be so proud. Jingles, you callous bastard. You're damn right I am. That's the price of failure on my watch. Okay, anyway. So far we've completed a couple of missions. We've expanded operations into a couple of new territories. We're conducting research in order to improve our equipment. We're taking the fight to the aliens. Unsurprisingly, Advent aren't taking all of this sitting down. They've also got a plan working in parallel to your own. And I'm going to leave it to movie voiceover guy to explain exactly what that is.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
We're tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
So, the future of humanity rests on the shoulders of me, Ike, Zircon, Quickie Baby, and Rita. Humanity is in deep, deep shit. That's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.